Hi, I'm Miss Sawyer. I teach on-level chemistry and IPC.
I'm Mr. Askins. I teach on-level chemistry and honors.
I'm Mrs. Gunter. I teach AP Chemistry and Honors Chemistry.
I'm Miss Kabani. I teach P-Tech Honors Chemistry and on-level chemistry.
I'm Miss Rutherford and I teach on-level chemistry.
And we are your
sassy chemistry teachers. So first, the most important thing to know is what you can and cannot bring into lab. In general, we want you to bring the minimum amount of materials into the lab area. So just your lab notebook and something to write with, or maybe your computer if you're collecting data that way. You will always have the option of wearing a lab apron. They are available to you, and your teacher will let you know which labs you're required to wear them. But whenever you do, make sure to securely get that over your head without pulling on the straps too much, and then tie it behind you. And if you need help, feel free to ask a classmate or a friend to tie that so that it doesn't get tied in a knot, because we want to be able to get them off at the end of the day instead of wearing your fabulous wardrobe at home. So when you do wear those, they are available. The one thing you are always going to wear in the lab is goggles. You need to make sure that they do not sit on top of your head. They only work if they are over your eyes. So make sure to keep them here anytime you are in the lab area. And that's really for your safety so that you don't end up with any kind of permanent damage. But we have other safety equipment to help keep you safe as well in case something does happen.
In the event that you do get something in your eyes, this is our eye wash station. It's designed for you to put your face down, and the water, once you push the lever, the water will go into your eyes. You want to do this for about 15 to 20 minutes. This is also the safety shower. This is used for large chemical spills on oneself. It is not common that we use this because you guys are never going to have a large amount of liquid that would be provided to you. So the safety shower is something that we typically want to avoid pulling. It will flood the classroom and not a good situation. Over here we have the vent hood. The vent hood is used for any of your smelly, volatile, or gaseous substances that would, things that you don't want to be inhaling. So we would pull this down. It's called the sash, and it has negative air pressure, so it sucks everything up and prevents you from inhaling anything potentially dangerous.
Sometimes we may be using fire. In the event of a fire in the classroom, every classroom is equipped with a fire blanket and a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguishers are there to put out objects that are on fire, and fire blankets are used when a person is on fire.
Okay, now we're going to talk about waste disposal. So mainly with labs and everything, we'll often have waste that we need to get rid of. Most of the time, the liquid waste, is able to go down the sink, but other times there's other ways that need to be specially handled, and we will tell you specifically where you need to put that. A lot of times our waste jars will be kind of large beakers or different containers that we'll ask you to dump everything into at the end of a lab. All of our solid waste, though, is going to go pretty much into the trash, or we'll tell you specifically where to put that as well. Set that down. Now, the other big thing, especially with being in lab, we are going to be working with a lot of glass. Accidents do happen, so if glass does break, please let one of your teachers know so that we're able to come over and clean it up. And we're going to put it in the very fancy box of other glass that we need to empty. And then from there, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, let's review some important rules. Number 1, do not start the lab until you're instructed to do so. Number 2, wear appropriate safety attire. Number 3, don't bring anything into the lab except for the lab book and your packet. Number 4, no horseplay. Number 5, clean up after yourself and dispose of lab materials properly. And number 6, don't take your lab materials home with you. All right, make sure you know where everything is in your classroom, and let's have a great year, and go Mustangs.